woke agenda is all about eradicating women. That is one of their big causes at the end of the day. But of course, they do it in such a way that they are pretending like it is an inclusive thing, the way that they are going about eradicating women. The reason why they want to eradicate women is because it is a destabilization tactic for destabilizing society. That is what their ultimate goal is. And Megyn Kelly is here to talk about that, and honestly, even though there's a lot of things that Megyn Kelly says that I definitely do not agree with at all, she is absolutely spot on when it comes to this. So let's go ahead and listen to this and see what this is all about. See, she has some very epic stuff to say. I think you guys are going to appreciate this. Eradicating women. Megyn Kelly nails down why so-called inclusive terms like birthing people are erasing us entirely. Talking about us being women. And this is a very important issue, and we need more women, especially, to jump on the train of not just, not just taking a stand against the woke nonsense out there, because it is continuing to infest more and more families and destroy more and more families. I think that honestly, even Will Smith's family, if you just look at the way that his family has completely fallen apart, it's really sad, but a lot of it is because they have embraced a lot of these destructive ideologies and everything else. But with all of that being said, we need more women to really just stand up and take a stand against a lot of this nonsense and a lot of this insanity. But let's continue on. Megyn Kelly nailed down why so-called inclusive terms like birthing people and chest feeding are so offensive, arguing that they were all part of an effort aimed at eradicating women entirely. So I have a video clip that I'm going to show you guys here. We're going to take a look at this and see what this is all about.
The humanizing tasks of femininity include creating life out of matter.
So basically, to give a little bit of context, she's doing this interview with Andrew Klavan about his new book that he just released, which I haven't read it yet, but it is a book that I'm looking forward to reading. I think it's called Truth and Beauty, if I'm not mistaken. I believe, let me see here, The Truth and Beauty, yes. So the entire interview is very well done, and I recommend listening to it, but let's go ahead and continue here.
Check. Homes out of houses. Check. Minds out of brains, check, and souls out of bodies. I love this definition. Love will fall equally. This is the sort of dystopian future envisioned. Will fall equally on the genders, or will be chosen like a profession by anyone who happens to have the talent and the proclivity. You go on to write, or perhaps by losing those passions and fears, by losing our genders and our mortality, we will have lost our essential selves. Right?
So, like, that is a very interesting thing that Andrew Klavan wrote in his book. A very interesting statement, but it continues. And Megyn Kelly's about to rip into all of this woke insanity in just a second here.
Right? Think about that. Perhaps your femininity is central to your essential self, or your masculinity, depending on the case. Perhaps in eradicating our troubles, we will have created nothing but a convenient little nightmare of purely materialistic existence, a depersonalized personhood in a world less fit for man than for machines.
Terminator.
I never thought of my femininity as central to my essential self, but it is. I mean, just when asked the question directly, of course it is.
Yes.
So yes. So anyway, there's more of it here. She's about to just lay into it. Let me see if I can find it. I believe it starts around here.
Explains why I personally, and many other women and men for that matter, have such a visceral reaction when even those of us who are more tolerant, right, towards like more supportive, I'd say, of, the terminology and the pronouns and all that. Okay. Have such a visceral reaction when you use terms like, chest feeding, right? Or like people who have whatever vaginas instead of women, right? Birthing peoples. It's offensive. It deeply cuts. I haven't been able to actually define why. I just know it's really offensive.
I mean, I could define why, but okay.
Offensive to me. That is not an inclusive effort. That is an effort along the Mary Shelley lines of eradicating women, of erasing us entirely, of changing things that I know are fundamental to me, although I hadn't totally been able to articulate why.
You know, the left is
Boom. So that is absolutely fantastic what she says here, and I completely agree with that. And it is a huge problem in our society right now. But with all of that being said, let me know what you think about this in the comments below. What do you think about what Megyn Kelly has to say here? I think she is absolutely spot on. Go check out the rest of this interview if you want to. It is fantastic. So hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, all that good stuff, and I'll talk to you in another video soon. Bye.